Hey y'all, Ryan here from Planetary Lapidary, and today I kind of have a little different video. I'm really having a hard time figuring out what I want to do with this gigantic rock right here, and I just want your guys' opinion. Like, there's a lot of different things I could do with it. It's probably one of the biggest ones I'll ever find in my whole life. So I'm just having a hard time deciding. So the options, so this is what this is it's a 55-pound chain coral. The whole thing is just filled with chain. I'll try to get it wet, but it's a little hard to see. Yeah, so the whole thing is pretty much filled with chain coral. 55 pounds of it all the way around, some side views on the side. So I'm trying to decide if I should leave it like it is, so that would be the first option, or the second option would be try to make some sort of apparatus to hang it and then dip it in acid to try to make it, try to make all the matrix melt out with the acid, which, talking about that, I think this is a good matrix that'll melt out of here. I put a couple other examples down here. I'll get them wet just so you can see the difference. There's a bunch of different matrices that I find. Lighter ones like this, very gritty, definitely would melt out. Whiter color always melts out. This is like a middle one. Like, I've had it melt out when it was this color before, and then I've had it not melt out when it was this color before. So that's a kind of a weird one. And then usually when it's dark like this, it doesn't melt out at all. So this, to me, seems like, some of the matrix that I've already melted out of other stones. So I'm pretty positive the acid would work on this. So that, just saying that for the acid option. And then the other thing we could do, so first option, leave it as it is. Second option, try to dip it in acid and have just a massive chain coral without any matrix in it, which I don't even know if I'd be able to lift it without breaking it, but that would be an option. Or a third option would be we could slab it. I could find somebody with a really, really big saw, and I could get some big plates cut out of this thing, And here's just an example of a cross section of another one that I cut. This was just a pretty full one too. So it would look sort of like this. Maybe the matrix would be different in there, maybe it wouldn't. But I don't know. I'm just having a really hard time deciding what to do with this thing. Is it worth trying to figure out how to hang this thing in a tub of acid, and still be safe? Just to have, it would probably be the coolest piece I'd ever have if all the matrix of this would melt out and this would be a gigantic chain coral from Lake Michigan. That would be awesome. But the chances of that happening and going well, what are those chances? I don't know. The chances of finding somebody to cut me some slabs, I could do that for sure. I'm sure I could find somebody with like a 24-inch saw or something that could zip some slabs of this for me, like, they would be gigantic. So that would be really, really cool too. So I don't know. That's why I'm asking you guys. So in the comments below, just leave, what you would do. Option number one, leave it as it is and display it maybe out in my yard. Option number two, try to dangle it into some acid. Or option number three, get it cut up and shine it up and go from there. Yeah, so leave it in the comments. Hopefully you like this video. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.